music area brought installation.
Привезли установку.
Unload the loader, start installation. Here interesting tires are being cut.
Монтаж. Здесь интересно, шины режут, подготавливают.
Prepare, then find this machine. I'll take a look. So the reactor is going along.
Реактор едет по трубам.
Pipes goat guy followed by the loader lined up 2 sets.
Выстраивается двух комплектов установок.
Installations mirrored a few days later the old retort.
Несколько дней спустя. Стояло старое ретортное оборудование.
The customer purchased our equipment instead. Because retorts constantly burn out at the bottom.
Постоянно прогорает, донышки у них.
Their performance is low, carbon is of poor quality. In general, there are enough disadvantages. And here there is one battery. 3 retorts. Here is another battery for this object. They cut the rubber. I think it's most successful, that is, the minimum
Минимальная стоимость
cost of equipment, maximum cutting speed and very high density of rubber after
высокая плотность резины после измельчения.
grinding, that is, cutting out 2 sidewalls and leaving them and then putting the treadmill one into the other and stree. I'm fastening the show-offs with a column like this. It weighs about 2 tons. Can you imagine how compact? I'll show you now.
Если покажу сверху,
From above, that is, all the dirt, debris, water and everything else is removed, that is, the outer one turns out to be 1 tire, leaving 1 hole.
оставляю цельную, беговую
Well,
дорожку.
the treadmill and the rest is cut and put in and
И получается
it turns out to be convenient, first of all, to transport it with a forklift, and that is, it can, in principle, be stored on pallets and everything else here.
здесь уже не один.
Already dozens of tons of rubber are very convenient. But we won't make such a defense. We'll bark because,
Сделаем и будем предлагать, потому что кроме
besides everything that it is convenient to store dirt, garbage there, compactness and everything else, you can load the reactor instead of 8 ton 10
тонн 10 тонн.
ton and this is 25 for the first cycle. We will load only 4 tons, that is 50, although here we will load 10 tons per.
Хотя здесь мы 10 тонн будем грузить в дальнейшем.
Further ahead of us now there are 22 tires it seems and they weigh 4 tons. That's why the treadmills are separated from the sidewalls and we
Беговые дорожки отделены от боковин, и мы грузим
we
только
only
беговые
ship
дорожки.
treadmill music. The tires move further in spirals. This is what 55 tons of cut rubber looks like inside the reactor.
Так выглядит 5,5 тонн резаной резины внутри реактора.
Today we will have a battle. We launched 2 installations simultaneously on the same number of tires. I don't know yet whether there will be. Keep it the same way or change it a little depending on how to even compare the styles, so to speak. Movement. Go straight to the music settings.
Сразу переходим в настройки горелок.
The reactor was burning, which had already been tested before. It quickly entered the pyrolysis cycle. We will go to 2 stages of gas. One burner at one stage, the other one. From the reactor, the temperature is 353 and here there is a transition period, that is. From reactor 295, that is, we will reduce the power of the liquid burners, these orange and gas burners, by 1 for now. The stage is enough because in the gas train there is 45 kilopascals. All we have now is the pressure will increase, I will be liquid. Turn it off and also add another gas burner stage so that we can reach echelon first, the second reactor. Got ahead. Now he is moving in such a very soft echelon, that is, there are only 27 to the torch. Excess gas burners in the first stages, the outlet temperature is 360 and goes smoothly. But here we have. The reaction went more quickly, that is, we worked a little so aggressively according to the temperature. 372 caught up and even now it was nice to put it out with a torch 33 regarding the temperature of the water, that is, they heated up here. Water in the second reactor up to 40 degrees here up to 2 revolutions. I'll show you a small tank I don't know. 15 cubes here is his dog up to 40 degrees now in the room well, 24 degrees such radiators with fans. The power there is literally 1 lkW now I'll show you. A tank somewhere, the water burned down to 27 degrees, the same load, the same reactors, then I'll write here 1 tank from. It overflows into the second tank and there is already a fence coming from the second tank, plus there's such a powerful fan somewhere it's about probably a meter 20 meter by 1.5 sizes. In fact the most it is a motor due to the fault of 3 kilowatts of 3. The 1000th turns out here now we have 20 cubic meters of water in the room and 15 kilowatts we have radiators on the return line. We have fans here now and 40 so now I'll say yes, 40 cubic meters of water and a powerful fan is the second one we have. The reactor entered the cycle ahead of schedule because the liquid fuel burners there are better tuned to approximately half an hour here. It has already passed the top of the cycle and gradually begins to decline. You can see even here the value of DA on. This reactor is just above the threshold of this echelon, which I have to keep. My temperature has already exceeded 400 and the light is already blinking. I turned off the signal but anyway, I'm just trying to catch up with that reactor because the ruble is small. So, let's place our bets first. Or finish the second reactor faster now both reactors are running. Carbon acquires an important parameter. That is, this is a check for the cooling timer, respectively 70 degrees.
Will come now 318. It will turn off emergency settings. Yes, that is, you can set parameters.
And the corresponding automatic actions for both reactors. For this we launched them in the reverse roll for. The direction of rotation inside the drums are boiled spirals with which they move the carbon towards unloading and then special scoops are used to pick it up and unload it to the tank hermetically. This procedure takes about 2 hours. Beats. We fill the GBK with carbon. Then it is under additional processing and plant music. Carbon black. I'm inside. Reactor music. It's still hot. I've just arrived at the new facility. I walked in with bags of things and immediately turned on the camera, so it won't look like that yet. I've never seen it assembled before me. Now our guys were working and came to look for it. Identify deviations from the project before setting everything up as it should. In general, I'll check everything completely again. Nothing now from the outside. The loading looks something like this. It's Belaziv porridge chips. We're in the cut, so no. Delivery key short now from another facility. They're all ready. They are transporting chopped ones in previous videos, and at this site there is no machine yet. Everything is delivered here. Such a workshop is delivering it. That is, 2 settings. The width of the workshop is here. How much? Yes, 18 meters wide, and installation length takes 24. Well, according to the project, they were located here. It was inconvenient, but we placed the control room here. So we are now undergoing the first launch with military installation. Naku save. So all this the music looks like the paint is burning now. I've done it 100 times already. I said that the first cycle without smoke was so stuck that I was completely normal. Yes. Just think rollies. Yes, Carla's stuck. Electric motors don't let you feel. You can see the craving right away. It's not the music that feels it. Come on. Let's not turn the steering wheel. Many will say he's gone on all the blocks. That, by the way, this is not a frail cha-cha. He's talking about opening it. It's opened now. More. Here she is, steaming like this, while this airy. The snail is closed. The blower just blows like any combustion blows. There is no smoke at all. Practically learning to carry out the pyrolysis process. We've been going on gas for a long time already at the echelon. Now it's the middle process. In principle, all the paint is already burned, so it all looks like we're going on gas. Burners is our laboratory installation on which all tests of various raw materials are carried out that we do not know about. Who need to work music, that is. You can get closer to her. Volume 80 liters, here it also spins on rollers. Well, at 95 the same result as on the large installation, that is, if the raw materials unknown or even known can be oil sludge, roses, plastics differ from each other with the same name. It's always better to check how it all works. Well, now here is an electronic scrap. For example, loaded I.